Hi Aries, this is your reading for the end of February, and this is for the sun sign. If you happen to find that you can relate to this reading through your Venus, Mars, Moon, rising sign, then that's fine. But this is for the sun sign for Aries. This is a general reading. It's not going to heavily focus on any particular thing in terms of, I know some people do readings that focus mostly on love life and relationships and things like that. But this is a reading that's general. So love life may come up, relationships may come up, career and jobs may come up, and money may come up. Other things may come up like health. But it's probably going to be a mixture or just whatever the heavy focus is really for Aries for this particular week. So keep that in mind. And also that I will be doing some readings at some point strictly for, love life and things like that coming up once I find that I have the time for it, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. For now, just general readings. I'm doing the Celtic Cross. That's the spread that I'm most familiar with. And what I have here, by the way, I'm using the Sherman Caselli Tarot deck, not the Rider-Waite. It's very similar to Rider-Waite, but imagery to me is better. So what I see, what the situation is about here, I have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is expecting to hear some communication or message or offer. More so, it's an offer for love life, but it's also for, like, if this is relating to career, it could be you're waiting to, receive an offer that will affect you on a grand scale. It'll make you feel, some kind of way emotionally on a grand scale. So that's what the Knight of Cups is about. It's about an offer that will affect you in the way you feel, your emotions, whatnot. So it could be love life, which could be, a romantic offer, or if it's with career jobs, it could be some kind of promotion or receiving news of a job or being offered a job that will, affect you in a way, likely feel good, but if not, it could also make you feel bad, but it affects your emotions either way. So yeah, so this is about an offer that will affect you the way you feel in some kind of way. And what may be influencing the situation with the Four of Wands here is some sort of engagement, if this is about love and relationships, or it could be a celebration of some kind. If it's with jobs and career, like I said, you could have got a promotion, and this is just a good time for you to celebrate. You're on the upswing here. What's underlying the situation, this Page of Swords, once again, communication. But Page of Swords is also someone is paying attention to you. You're being observed. So with you wanting to, you're either expecting or wanting some kind of offer. This could be job related, career related, or like I said, love life related. And what's underlying this, though, this situation is that you're being observed, you're being watched. This also could represent somebody spying on you or whatever. And I'll post some more cards on that later. But what's hanging over the situation is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is literally taking a break. Uh, Taking a break could be for a multitude of reasons. It could be due to not feeling well. It could be due to heartbreak. It could be due to, just a desire to want to take a vacation or something, take a trip. But I'm feeling like this is relating to love life in some form. It could be, like I said, related to job or career or whatever. But looking at the cards, it's feeling like it's related to relationships in some form. And it doesn't have to be necessarily love life. It could just be, you know, any kind of relationships, family relationships, work relationships, whatever it is, but it's involving some kind of relationships is what I feel it revolves around more than anything. If you find that it's correlating to your love life, then, there you go. But if you find it's correlating to other things, then that's fine too. So, in pulling three cards on, this whole situation of being observed, being watched, maybe somebody spying, with the Seven of Cups, you know, uh, this is like having, like I said, there's these ideals, there's these fantasies, head up in the clouds or whatever. In some form, this is relating to whatever your expectations are with this relationship or maybe with this career or job or whatever, and feeling like all is lost. But it really isn't with the Five of Cups. It's not really all is lost. There was some disappointment. You had some kind of expectations or ideal or something like that. And it may have not been realistic. And you feel like all is lost. And this is relating to somebody from the past. So I'm not going to go further into that, but I'm going to get further into the rest of this reading. In the past, on top of the world, is like moving up to that next level. If it's involving relationships, that could be like you were dating someone and then you decide, that you're ready to take this to the next level and actually become an item, boyfriend, girlfriend, if it's you already boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, engagement, whatever. If it's involving jobs, like I said, it could be promotion, it could be some kind of career boost, moving up in the world. Uh, you know, if it's involving school, graduation. Currently, you're happy. You're happy. So it looks like things are going well for you because the sun represents happiness. And, but what's coming up though, there's something going on that you cannot see. I don't know if there's a secret or there's just something hidden, some details hidden there. But there's something going on that you can't see. Maybe you're disillusioned about something. I don't know. But whatever's going on in your situation is something you can't see. Once again, I'm going to pull some more cards. And like I said, feel free to lend some insight into your situation and how this relates to you. That helps me, and it also helps others because this is a journey here with doing these readings. Okay, so you got the Four of Pentacles, and with the Four of Pentacles, that's literally hanging on to what you got. Literally, just hanging on, not wanting to let go. It's relating to the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is someone that is a fire sign, and they might have dominant energy, And I'm not doing this necessarily. This is not a reading for women or men. I know a lot of times women are the ones looking at these readings, but this reading can apply to anybody. So when I pull like a king or a queen, it doesn't mean that it necessarily represents a man or woman, but it represents their energy. So, King of Wands literally is a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And they tend to be kind of dominant. Or they just have this big energy. So hanging on, and it's relating to this person that is a fire sign. The Page of Pentacles here, receiving some small valuable offer, in relating to this fire sign. So they, perhaps you have the expectation that if you cling to the situation with this fire sign or whatever, if this is involving relationships, that there's this hope that they're gonna offer you something of some small value to you, or just something of some kind of value to you, or whatever, or you're going to hear about it as in some form, you waiting for that kind of communication or to receive it. The obstacle here, and like I said, maybe you're waiting for something. Maybe you're in a relationship and you want to go to the next level, you want to go to something serious, if this is relationships and love life. If it's with jobs, then you want to move to the next level. You want something better, at least in some small form. Otherwise, you're probably thinking you have to walk away from the situation. Otherwise, that's the obstacle here. You're feeling like you're ready to walk away, or you're thinking you're going to have to walk away, or this is going to end. And if things don't really happen the way you would expect or hope, but we'll see what's coming up here. You're concerned about stepping out and taking a chance, because the Fool is all about stepping out, taking a chance. The Fool isn't worried about falling and making mistakes. The Fool is optimistic and they're just ready to just step out there and take a chance. But you're concerned about that. You're not really sure that's what you're ready to do. You're not sure if that's what you're ready to do. The outside circumstance of the situation that may be influencing is wanting to win without having to fight for it. Wanting to get what you want without having to fight for it, without having to go through a bunch of changes, just wanting to, get what you want. You want what you want without having to go through a bunch of changes, without having to fight for it, without having to battle for it or compete for it or whatever. Finally, getting what you want. You just want it. Some other expectations here. The Ace of Cups, wanting this new beautiful beginning, wanting this a better relationship, or wanting better, period, but this new beginning. That's definitely, like I said, this feels like relationships and love life, but like I said, it could also be related to career. But it feels like love life and relationships. Now, the outcome card here is feeling cheated. This whole thing of feeling cheated. And nobody wants to feel cheated. Whoever this is, if this is relationships that you're involved with, I think maybe you should just take the break, take the break that's necessary. You may not necessarily have to walk away from the situation, but at least, take a break. Because that may be what's needed to move things up to the next level. And that's in regards to if this is relationships and love life, or just relationships, period. If this is, about your career and jobs, then, like I said, maybe try a different field or start looking for other jobs or things like that, because I said I don't see that's not a good outcome with the Seven of Swords of this whole being cheated thing or feeling cheated. And like I said, in thinking of relationships, you might get cheated on. Or, like I said, this person may not give you what you want. They may give the impression, or you may be hoping for it, but in the end, you're going to feel cheated. If it's revolving jobs and relationships, I mean, not involve relationships, but jobs and careers, then you probably should just walk away, move on to something else better. Don't be afraid to take that chance or whatever, because if you don't, you're probably going to end up feeling cheated, or you might actually get cheated. You might think, oh, I'm going to get this promotion or this raise, and you may not, you know. But I recommend to take some time, meditate on it, you know, take that break. You may need that to figure out what's coming up next, because there's just something you can't see in over, you know, underlying the whole situation. But you're being observed, you're being watched, or you're observing and watching to see what this person is doing, or to see what this job is going to do. And definitely, like I said, you know, I'm spiritual, whatever. I believe, you know, prayer can help with situations sometimes. So that is the reading for Aries for the last week of February. Let me know if this relates to you, or if you can, you know, understand what I'm saying here with this reading. And don't be afraid to subscribe so that you can keep up with other readings that I'll be doing. I think I'm going to stick with monthly for the most part readings. But for now, since I said I was going to do weekly, I'm going to go ahead and continue to do all these weeklies. And then I'm just going to jump into monthly, and I'm going to stick with monthly and only do like maybe a mid-month if I feel I have the time to do it. Peace.